Hello and welcome to Learn Brizy Page Builder. This is JP and this is our end of the year video. And this is my favorite time of the year, not because it's Christmas, not because I'm in a special mood or something, because all the neighbors I've left, they've all gone to their beach houses, to the resorts. Their kids are gone. It's so quiet. I love it. I love staying home during Christmas time. It's peaceful, it is relaxing. And then I can take my holiday next year when everybody's working. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something. And if you are traveling, travel safely. If you're going somewhere with your loved ones, have a good time. The only problem is always from now on, for a month plus, we don't have any new releases, no new announcement. It's a very difficult time of the year when you love electronics because things just don't happen. All right, so what is this video all about? I want to have a quick look at 2018. Especially in regards to Brizy, and then I want to talk a little bit about 2019. I've promised quite a few people that I was going to make a rant video where I was going to say a few things that I'm not happy about, but I've decided I don't want to be like that. I want to be like Bill. Bill is smart. Be like Bill. I want to be like Bill. I want to do something constructive. And that is why I think a week or two ago, the first thing I did was publish on the Facebook forum where I had asked the question, you know, what should be done with Brizy at this moment? Do we want more new features or do we want things fixed? And that is where it started. And this is the end of the year video for which I want to add a four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the dog is barking. I want to add 4 things that I would like to wish for 2019. But before we get there, the first thing I want to say is to each and everyone out there, thank you for following with this channel. An earlier video I made, I did say this was totally unplanned. It was supposed to be a test, purely a test, and it turned out... Disney! Shh! Okay, Komiso, let me show you. This is the neighbors. And he's so cute! He's visiting here for the holidays because they say we've got a big family over here. So he's visiting for the holidays. We call it summer camp. Okay, be quiet. Ons probeer om 'n video te maak. Back to you, what I wanted to say was, I did not expect anything to happen really this year. It was purely a test, and I was just overwhelmed by all the response and feedback I got. And this had helped shape the direction I'm currently going into, and all the things that I've got planned and upcoming for 2019 as well. Things that I'm currently busy with. So this is not holiday time for me. I am not putting out any content at this moment, because 2 reasons. 1, I'm working on some other courses, training courses that will be live on the Websites for Beginners channel somewhere in 2019. Secondly, and this will bring us to the 4 points or the 4 recommendations to our good friends at Brizy that I would like to share at this moment, is that I've not really had any reason to put out videos. A lot of the things that had been released in the last few weeks, months, are not fully developed, they're not fully implemented, so I cannot use them yet. And I'm going to cut it off before I get all the complaints and all the rebuttals of why I'm wrong. 0.0.14 for the Pro version gave us headers and footers without any conditions. So you cannot use it on templates the way a header and footer idea is supposed to be implemented. And it does say on the blog, the caveat, go read it, it will come later. And that's where I want to get to my 4 points. And like I said, constructive. These are things that I learned also this year, things that I had to apply to my own business and my own lifestyle. And I'm trying to look at it from a development and business perspective and how the world, in the modern world, is moving forward. And I don't know. I mean, who am I? I'm a nobody. But I would like to just share these 4 points with the Brizy team for 2019. Let's get to number 1. Number 1, I'm going to use another page builder which I've been making a course on recently called Divi. If you've never heard of Divi, this is probably your first day to page builder world. Welcome. Well, Divi, as you know, has been the page builder for quite a number of years until Elementor totally took that throne and dethroned Divi from that. And Divi is struggling to catch up, and there's a lot of criticism against Divi. There's a lot of stuff that I love about Divi, and especially a lot of the graphic and design control that they brought in during this year. I truly love it. As I was making this course with Divi, now the thing about Divi is that you get a theme with it. You get the Divi theme and you get the Divi builder, and these two play very well together. And I am busy making the course. I'm in the finals wrapping it up. And I was going through the responsiveness, trying to make sure that the things play well on tablet and mobile. And at the very end, I got to the hamburger menu at the top, and I realized the hamburger menu is that typical default blue that we use for links on sites, hyperlinks. And I went into the customizer, just going to try and change the color. I'm like, huh? I cannot change the color of the hamburger menu. It's blue. And there's no blue on the site that I'm creating. It just does not match. And I kept searching and searching, and I went online finally to find out that the Divi theme does not allow me to change the color of the hamburger menu. Poof. What I want to say with this is, and this is point one, do not get caught up in things that can be fixed and improved now before you bring out new features. If you go and look at any Divi blog, video, any new release of them, the top comment is people shouting for the stuff that's not there yet. These are not the things they want. These are not the things that should be improved. Even though Divi is a great builder, I want to say that again. The fact that the Divi theme does not allow me to change the color of the hamburger menu is unacceptable. That is something that you can do with CSS styling, but that is the point of a theme in a page builder. You don't want to do that CSS. You don't want to do that. And that is point one. Do not fall into the Divi trap. Do not fall into the Divi trap, Brizy. Go take those things that we've been screaming for since they've been released, like the renaming on starting from scratch. And Dimitri, I read your blog, great stuff. You guys are bringing it in, but I want to add it. We've heard things are coming. We've heard things will improve, and then they don't. So at this moment, let's go beyond the promises. Let's go beyond the expectations. Let's get to the results. That's all we care for. But I want you to not make the same mistakes Divi made. And that is by something that should be fixed, just letting it hang there. And it's simple. It's a simple fix, and it's not fixed yet. And that always concerns me, because I'm thinking, are you not fixing it because you don't want to, which heaven knows why, or you don't know how to? It's one of the two. You don't know how, or you don't want to fix it. You know, I'm in the camera world, and at this moment, the camera world is an exciting place to be. You know, Sony, Canon, Nikon, Fujifilm, Panasonic, Olympus. Which one did I leave out? There's a lot that's happening at the moment. But we often ask this question about the new cameras that are released. You get a high-end camera coming out with no 4K video capabilities. And 4K at this moment is like a big topic, and many people want 4K. And the question at the end of the day is, you, camera manufacturer, are you not giving me the 4K for a reason, like you want me to buy another camera, or you don't know how to put the 4K in the smaller body to make sure it doesn't overheat? I'm getting off the topic. But that is what happens when you don't fix something from the past. People lose confidence in you, and that's very important. You cannot just ignore when people start shouting, hey, please let us change the hamburger menu color. Because you start thinking, do these guys even know how to make a theme? Their so-called theme is so awesome, but I cannot change the color of the hamburger menu. It is ridiculous, belachelijk. So that is point number one. Do not fall into the Divi trap. And how to fix it? How to fix it is go and look at those things that you've implemented, like pop-ups, header and footer, all the dynamic styles, templates, starting from scratch. And there's a great list on Facebook about, and I forgot the guy's name again, I'm so sorry, where he mentions, allow us to bring images in at 100%. Look at those things that you can improve. And that, fixing all of that, bringing it into one set, you've got version 1, killer version. That's point number 1. Point number 2, my lord. Point number 2 is beta testing. I've worked with a lot of people in my life regarding beta testing, and this is what I want to say about beta testing. You need to get a dedicated team. A team of people that is unbiased. And what I mean by that is that they don't work for you, they're not paid by you. They're a group of people that are enthusiasts, they use it, they know what they are looking for. Get them together. Before you release a feature, let them test it. Let them test it. And if they told you this thing is not working, please, for crying in a bucket, don't release it. If they told you it's not working, don't release it. Even if the fanboy on the forum is screaming for headers and footers, don't release it. Because you're releasing something that is half-baked. That is the purpose of a beta team. And I would suggest you guys go out there, get 10, 20 people, screen them, make sure that these guys know what they are doing. Make sure these guys are critical. You don't want yes men. You don't want fans. You want people that are going to nail you to the wall to make sure that you are doing it correctly. And that is the whole thing about beta testing. Point number 3, because I don't want to go on too long. Number 3 is what you just did with the guys from Brainstorm Force. You need to go for partnerships. API, more partnerships. 2 reasons. 1, you cannot do all the work at the moment by yourself. There's a lot of work for you to be done. Why? Because you have to catch up to all the other page builders. This is not the time to say, I'm going to give you some time, right? The others have been around for 2 years. I'm going to give you some time. Hey, buddy, by the time you get there in 2 years, they are 3 years ahead of you. Look at 2018. Look at what Elementor did this year. Look at what Divi did. All the new features they are bringing in. Oxygen, boom. Even Themify bringing in stuff that are so cool. It's really difficult to choose at this moment which page builder you want to use. Even Beaver Builder just come back and said, sorry for not being around for a long time, but we are back, guys. We're working very hard. All those theme builders are fighting for survival, and they know the game is on. That's why you need to get that edge. And that edge is done with partnerships like you did with Brainstorm Force. The second reason is that these guys, like Brainstorm Force, they've already worked with other page builders. They know the shortcomings, they know the obstacles in the way, and they can give you good feedback. You're not going to like it always because they're going to tell you, your code, it stinks. Take it, because they've already made their money. That's where the partnership is going to draw the benefits. So that's number 3, go for the benefits. And the last one, a great piece of advice that I got this year, was it this year or last year? From the Rules of Work. The Rules of Work, you know, those books that you see at the airport and at the bookstore, Rules of Love, Rules of Work, Rules of Management. I forgot the writer's name. I'm forgetting a lot of things today. Under promise, over deliver. And this is something I have to apply myself. We are eager to please people. It's human nature, right? We are eager to tell them, hey, this is coming. Hey, this is coming. And when people shout on the forum and online, we want this, we demand, we are quick to say, hey, it's coming, hey, it's coming. That creates expectations. And it's starting to backfire, without a doubt. I'm in contact with a lot of people that are affiliates, people that are promoters, people that are users, and it's already backfiring. So you need to stop. You need to under-promise, over-deliver. Stop. Just say we're going to fix things and fix it. Results, results, results. And that's it. Those are the 4 points. Fix the bugs. Don't fall into the Divi trap that 3-5 years later, that one annoying thing is still there and driving you just mad. Number 2, beta testing. Do beta testers, get uninvolved, unbiased testers to help you out and listen to them. Don't release things that they tell you are not ready. Are not ready, don't release it. Number 3, partnerships. We got to work together. Hand in hand we stand all across the land. And number 4, under promise, over deliver. Do these things for 2019, you're good to go. And that's it. It's great. We got Brizy in 2018. I would have liked to have seen more by the end of 2018. But it's a learning process. Just like I'm learning, everyone else is learning. And I hope that when we get to Q1, at the end of Q1, that there's going to be a version 1. Yes, 3 months from now. If I look at everything that still needs to be improved, fixed and finalized, I say a minimum of 3 months, maybe 6 months. And if the guys from Brizy disagree with me, it's a challenge. The challenge is on. Show me everything fixed within 3 months, bug-free. I would love that. I would love to be wrong. So let's end it off, because this is a great time in the page builder world, just like in the photography world. It's exciting times. Competition is good. All the new stuff that's coming out is great. And I'm looking forward to 2019 because I really believe we're going to see a lot of growth, new features. Outside the box thinking is going to be the norm of the day. Bringing in the old standard boring stuff is going to be blah, blah, blah. We need the new. Right, so let me just have a look at all my notes here so that I can make sure that I didn't miss anything. And all I want to say is that I hope you have a great final few days before the year is over. I am still working, I'm pushing out new stuff, but that will probably be only 2019. Remember, under promise, over deliver. I'm doing that. I'm applying that rule at the moment. Thank you so much for your support. This really shaped how my year had turned out. The feedback that I got, constructive criticism, I love it. And I know it's going to keep me on my toes. We don't always like to hear what other people think. And then I take a long walk with the dogs and I come back with either a plan to adjust it or to, hey, screw that guy. It does happen. You can't listen to everyone all the time, right? And that's a wrap. I'll see you again in 2019. Let's make it the year of Brizy. Looking forward to it. This is JP here with Brizy Page Builder. And once again, hope you have a good year and see you in the new one.